Is Trump going to run again?
Absolutely.
That is my conviction. I was on, believe it or not, because of my book, the Michael Cohen podcast. Now, this is what Michael Cohen said to me, and he's rather winning. I must say, I was kind of disarmed by that dude. He's a very appealing kind of Brooklyn, I mean, all the rest of it. But
sure.
He said the following, and this is an argument, that in fact, Trump knows somehow deep within him that he can't win again, that he's not going to win again. He couldn't bear the humiliation of being proven that he lost twice. He wants to maintain the illusion that he was deprived this election. He's the rightful president and have all that sort of behind him, but doesn't actually want to do it again, and fears that if he were to do it and fail, it would obliterate his current standing and would hurt his ego that way. And so we'll pull out at some last minute. I don't buy that, but I want to know why you don't buy that.
Let me deconstruct that in a couple of ways. Trump can't continue to be Trump if he is not potentially president. His role has now changed. He is the once and future president. That is the assigned role. If he gives that up, that gives other people then get ahead of him. They're more important than he is. He has to have a different kind of relationship with them. And that kind of relationship is too complex. He can't become an elder statesman. He's more one-dimensional than that. So he doesn't really have an option except to run. And it's a pretty easy field for him, at least for the next several years. And also remember, Trump deals with increments of time, sometimes merely seconds, minutes. He lives in the moment. So there's no reason at this moment to consider defeat, and no ability in his long-term mind, because he doesn't have a long-term mind, to think through to an eventual defeat. Having said that, he will be defeated. I mean, one of the reasons that he lost in this past election was because he ran literally the worst campaign ever run by an incumbent. And I mean, in August, 3 months before the election, he's overspent his budget by $200 million in the hole. They go into the last 3 weeks of the campaign, and he's outspent by the challenger 3-1. I mean, people are just stealing money right and left because he can't control it. He no level is he a competent manager. And a presidential campaign is a very difficult management challenge. Now, he got to be president in 2016 because Hillary Clinton somehow ran an even worse campaign. But, those are, and I suppose that could happen again.
But Michael, let me push back again. They didn't do too badly. They did a lot better than a lot of people anticipated. It was not that big a blowout against him, despite an extraordinary record of insanity. So there's something there, isn't there?
Yes, no, I absolutely. But I would almost flip that around and say that indication of such strength in the face of such of disasters every day should have meant that they should have won this campaign. They did not win this campaign just because at every moment they did the wrong thing.